set, go, and welcome. Today, we're journeying to the heart of London to uncover the story behind one of the most iconic landmarks in the world, Big Ben. But wait, is that its real name? Let's find out. So, when you think of London, what's the first image that pops into your head? For many, it's that magnificent clock tower standing proudly next to the Houses of Parliament. That's the tower we're talking about today. For over 160 years, its chimes have marked the time for Londoners and the world. But here's a fun fact to start us off. Big Ben isn't actually the name of the tower. It's the nickname for the massive great bell inside it. The tower itself was originally just called the Clock Tower. But in 2012, it was officially renamed the Elizabeth Tower to celebrate Queen Elizabeth II's Diamond Jubilee. But let's be honest, we all still call it Big Ben, right? Let's rewind the clock a bit. The story of the Elizabeth Tower begins after a disastrous fire in 1834 destroyed most of the old Palace of Westminster. The new palace needed to be grander and more impressive, and a spectacular clock tower was a key part of the vision. The architect Charles Berry designed the palace, but he enlisted the help of Augustus Pugin for the clock tower's detailed Gothic revival design. Pugin's intricate work is what gives the tower its stunning, fairy tale-like appearance. Construction was a massive undertaking, and the tower was finally completed in 1859. Now, let's talk about the star of the show, the Great Bell, or Big Ben. This bell is seriously huge, weighing almost 14 tons. That's about the weight of 2 large elephants. Casting it was a challenge. The first bell actually cracked during testing and had to be melted down and recast. The second bell was successfully installed, but it also developed a crack shortly after. Instead of replacing it again, they simply rotated the bell and started using a lighter hammer. That's the slightly unique, distinctive chime we hear today. It's a sound that has become synonymous with Britain itself. During World War II, the chimes of Big Ben were broadcast by the BBC as a symbol of hope and defiance, a sound of resilience echoing across the globe. And what about the clock itself? It's a masterpiece of Victorian engineering, designed by Edmund Beckett Denison. It's renowned for its incredible accuracy. How do they keep it so precise? Well, the pendulum has a small stack of old coins on top of it. Adding or removing a single old penny can change the clock's speed by 2/5 of a second per day. It's an incredibly clever low-tech solution that still works perfectly. The clock faces are also enormous, each about 23 feet in diameter, made from 324 individual pieces of opal glass. For many years, the Elizabeth Tower stood tall, but time and London's weather took their toll. In 2017, a huge conservation project began, the most extensive in its history. Scaffolding enveloped the tower for nearly 5 years. Skilled craftspeople worked meticulously to repair the stonework, restore the ironwork, and re-gild the clock hands and numerals with real gold leaf. The iconic black and gold clock faces were even restored to their original Victorian color scheme of deep Prussian blue and gold, which surprised many when they were unveiled. It was a painstaking labor of love to preserve this national treasure for future generations. In 2022, the scaffolding finally came down, and the chimes of Big Ben rang out regularly once more, a joyful sound for Londoners and visitors alike. Today, the Elizabeth Tower stands more beautiful than ever, a shining symbol of British heritage and a must-see for anyone visiting the UK. It's more than just a clock. It's a piece of living history, a timekeeper for the nation, and an enduring icon recognized all over the world. So next time you see a picture of this famous tower or hear its familiar chime on the news, you'll know the full story behind the Elizabeth Tower and its legendary bell, Big Ben, testament to incredible design, engineering, and the enduring spirit of London. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive into one of Britain's greatest treasures. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more adventures, and let me know in the comments what landmark you'd like me to explore next. See you in the next video.